Subliminal, yes, exactly. Maybe.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to West School. Thank you for coming out. May I ask you to please stand for the pledge? Okay, I'd just like once again to welcome. I see a lot of representatives of the Challenger team out there. Welcome and thank you for coming out. I also wanted to send a shout out to the middle school, which had its play last week. And lots of students were involved and parents came out, so it was nice to sit through a production without a mask and without any kind of artificial barrier. So that was nice. We salute the middle school kids. And also the high school Triumph Honor Society who were inducted last week. And they had a very nice assembly. And I congratulate our high school musicians for their talent and for their effort and for their achievement. So at this point, I'll turn the meeting over to the superintendent of schools.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. So tonight, we have the privilege of celebrating and honoring some of our star students in two different areas. The first are our Challenger basketball team and the people who work with them. And the second is our robotics team, who did super well in their first in-person robotics competition this year. So we'd like to present you with certificates, and I'd ask you to come forward, and you'll be presented with your certificate, and you can stay there so that we can take a nice picture with you. So our Challenger basketball team, please come forward. Joseph Amorosa, Dante Lyons, Michael Sylvia, Keith Wiseman, Kevin Leon, Sharloni Carlo, Nicholas Arroyo, Isabella Catania, Kia Shaw Felder. Come on up here, all the way up, all the way up. David Crespo, Shane Apple, Kaya Pace, and Cheyenne Ward. And I was at a couple of your games. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Stay together, stay up. We still need a good picture. And then after they take this picture, Mr. Epstein, I need them to stay because we're going to pull up the helpers. So. And maybe I could also invite forward their high school student helpers if they're here tonight. Deidre Kirkham, Nathaniel Mesa, Matthew Corbett, Brett Michaels, Jack Shields, and Michael Main. Let's have a hand for these guys. And finally, maybe if you can come forward to join us, the staff who helps all of our athletes. Lori DeVivio, Owen Scully, Wilbur Thorson, Deborah McClendon, Kathy Palmer, Catherine Clark, Tom Gaynor, Kristen Ford, Elizabeth Wisey, Sue Paganini, Amy Teamer, Megan Salerno, Tara Resch, Terry Sinatra, John Whalen, Jill Heller, Kim Sheehan Leone, Patricia Bushy, Eileen Costello, Jennifer Resnick, and John Graziano. Thank you. Congratulations.
I came going to a dog. Are they going to be retired then?
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Great job.
Dr. Gavin, can I just make a comment? Sure. I just wanted to thank I know there aren't any students here, but the students that attended the Challengers games, the middle school students, even some high school students, or I should say high school students and some middle school students, the participation on their end and the signs that they made was just really wonderful to see when I was at the game. So I just want to acknowledge everybody, including them. So thanks.
And our second group of students that we'd like to recognize and honor today is our student robotics team at the high school. So you may remember a few years ago at board meeting, we decided to start our high school robotics program. And at that time, we worked with other teams in Nassau County, and they said, you know, you just have to prepare yourself the first couple of years of competition. You won't do well, but you gain experience, and you'll become a really great team. Just stay with it. Well, in their first ever in-person robotics competition this year, our team won a silver medal. So we are extremely proud. our robotics students are here tonight. I would also invite, first of all, their team mentors, Jim Johnson, Dan Lerner, and Mark McLeod, and our team administrator, Dr. Heidi Rendon, come forward, and our team members, Robert Adler, Joseph Borenstein, Nicholas Kalan, Thomas Kelly, Sean Roller, Francis Walpole, Jonathan Berzer, Kai Chen, Jacob Ruboyev, Thomas Littlefield, Aiden Wax, Stephen Bachner, Bradley Clark, Carolina Hardy, Lucas Cipriano, and Joseph Walpole. If any of you are here, can you come on down and receive your and you can tell the ones who aren't here that we're very proud of them. Oh, and the robot.
Does the robot have a name?
Robot number 2.
All right, very good. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
How much time do we have? So this is our first year we were able to compete because the last year we were. This was our first year we were able to compete. And we started out the event, last place. And we found our way to second. And that's a big plan on the way to be able to get it done. We ended up competing the final round of the market, and we see how the rest of it goes.
Could you just describe what went into making this robot in terms of time, in terms of concept, in terms of student work?
So, just to learn about myself, coach the robotics team, we meet with our team every, got spots team? Got a spot line? Yeah. We meet every week, during build season, it starts very week January, so March 21st. We're there every day, and so everything on the robot is so not only did we make this, really see it, we also wrote this program.
And how many kids are we talking about?
We have 15 of them. A lot of our guys are.
And those 15 represent grades 9 through 12? Right. Thank you.
When it is wrong.
So this is one of our drivers, Steven, the brown and tan sweatshirt, he was our driver. The name of the competition here was that. And what we do every time we pick up this 2 babies, and we roll, and at the end, we switch and then we start. Go to the monkey bars and
May I ask the students a question? If you weren't involved in robotics, what would you be involved in, if anything, at high school? No, I suspect you're involved in robotics. It's a commitment in terms of time. And are you involved in any other extracurricular activities? So if you weren't involved in robotics, you wouldn't be involved in anything at high school?
a huge opportunity. And I personally go to tutorials and with all my friends tell me that I'm going to show up and do everything.
Does that pertain to the other students as well? If you weren't involved in robotics, would you be involved in something else?
Not certainly, because I'm also one of the members that was on my school. I
Right.
already mentioned that, so although Steve is here, he's only mainly
Right.
robotics. I can also do other things, all that is robotics, just depending on the level of use.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question as well to the students? So many of you, I think, are seniors that you referenced, you have a lot of seniors. So are any of you going to go to school for this? Is this kind of in your future? And did this help?
Yeah, simply, inspired me to kind of choose where I want to major. So, next year I'm planning to go to RIT for mechatronics engineering. So, after that, you have different regionals all around the country. And after they actually host regionals, very, voluntary as well. So, there's same organization. So, we'll be able to interact with some teams or interact, have the competition set up.
Wonderful. Any of the rest of you guys, seniors?
Honestly, I was thinking about going into some of the robotics class, but I want to do something more federal. Some people in Mason do it too. I want to major in cybersecurity.
Where are you doing that? Albany?
Okay.
No. Wonderful.
But you could come back and teach.
Wonderful. I'm glad it paved a pathway for you guys. So thank you for sharing. And good luck to all of you. I have a senior too. The compliment.
Wait, before you leave, I just wanted to ask you, you said you finished 22nd out of 39 teams. Did you?
We were selected as an alternate.
Right.
Usually it's not 2014 though. We think because we were rookies, honestly, we're not just one of the early, we think that year we're going to be one of the top. When we ended up as an alternate, I wanted to shoot broke in the final round, so we got to do a good shot. We played defense, of course, in our lives, we lost the match, but we had a really good showing.
Well, I asked you because it's kind of a fortuitous night to come here because we're talking about budget. And I asked the question in terms of looking at the other schools that you competed against. Is there anything that you need for your students to make them more competitive in Nassau and Suffolk County and New York State? Because if there is, now would be a very good time to say that.
So we found.
Want to check those?
We should be up in the top of the
All right, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your effort.
The robot. Done.
Thank you very much. Because we're having a public hearing on the code of conduct, we're going to adjourn the meeting and then open up part two, which will be the hearing of the hearing of the code of conduct. So, may I have a second?